Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Richie. The Alien Legion. This is a 48-pager first issue. This was released in 1984. Carl Potts is the originator. Alan Zilinowitz is the scripter. Frank Sokoa is the penciler with Terry Austin on inks. I had bought this in 84. I was 12 years old, or 13, and I had picked this up. Didn't really like it. I guess at that time I was, into the Marvel superheroes, and Epic Comics was still kind of new, very new probably back then, and it just didn't grab me, so I just kind of tossed it. But on a whim, for some reason, I decided to pick up a run of the Alien Legion. Now I'm hearing that there's a movie in the works, but they always say that. There's always a movie in the works for whatever. But I wanted to pick it up, check it out for myself, and I enjoyed it. I guess if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be putting it on the channel. So it's got nice Baxter paper, I guess this is. And the coloring, it kind of looks like that old Doc Martens coloring that they used to use. I'm not sure if it is, but I really like it. So this is like a Star Wars meets G.I. Joe in space, kind of. It's like a intergalactic adventures. And it's kind of like the French Foreign Legion. These guys are all from different places, and some of them are crazy, some of them are troublemakers, some of them are actually good people, but this is their tales of adventure. And in the beginning, it shows you, gives you a little bio of the main 6 or 7 guys, which I like. This is really cool. It's like a summary of who's who. And then it gets right into the story. Man, wow. Just what a great penciling, and what Terry Austin, what a great series, man. And it holds up well. It's well written. It's not corny. It's not, campy. It's pretty good. And I enjoy it, man. I was having trouble putting it. I just read about an hour ago issue 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I got more to go. So I think the first volume is 21 issues. I think the second volume is 8. I don't know if there might be another little mini series after that, but at some point Larry Stroman takes over the art duties, and that's fantastic as well. So it starts off in Alien Legion is checking out this planet that's like underdeveloped, and there's pirates trying to mine it, and the Alien Legion, bosses are worried that the pirates are going to taint the atmosphere and taint the people who are developing, not people, but creatures that are developing there. So they get involved. And they send these legionnaires, not with heavy artillery, but with dart guns. They don't want them leaving anything behind. They don't want to influence the people there. Kind of like a Star Trek theme type thing. So, but the first legionnaires that are there get slaughtered. They all get killed. And here's the bosses talking to the legionnaires that we are going to be following. Now, the Harkellans are the bad guys. They're kind of like, not the Borg, but what was the other Star Trek villains? Worf, them kind of dudes. They're very warlike and alien-like and hard to deal with. So this is them arguing a little bit back and forth with the legionnaires and the bosses, saying, you're just military guys. You don't understand why we want to preserve this planet. It's called Weedy Fact 4. And the leader of this, I guess he's a captain, is like this snake-like guy with blue skin, and he'll be up in a minute. Now, this guy here, he's new to the Legion. His name is Bodge. So he goes out and he's looking around. And he loses sight of the Legionnaires, and he's off on his own, and he's checking out these primitive creatures on this planet, but it turns out they're stealing from the pirates. So they already got a taste of like technology, and they're watching this warlike behavior. So they realize Bodge is missing, and he says the captain's ordered us back. We got to debrief. So they go back, and now these two guys, this guy and this guy, this guy and this guy are fighting it out. They don't like each other. His name is Mescad. And they get into like a little scuffle. No harm, no foul. They break it up. And here's the captain. And he's got this whip, in like his tail's like a whip with these little spikes on him that I guess could do damage. But he's kind of strict, and it's not easy keeping misfits in line. It's kind of like the Dirty Dozen. It takes from a lot of different movies, and so like Dirty Dozen, Star Trek, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. I like it. It's different. It's not something I'm not used to reading, because I'm not a big war comics guy. But the art is so, I love the coloring on this. I don't know how to tell if it would be Doc Martens inks. I guess I could look up to see the original art for this stuff. But it's real nice, man. I like it. I don't know how that was done. I'm not an artist, so I don't even want to speculate. So here's like one of the pirate guys, and he's got like this little pet here. And they're pillaging this planet. They're trying to harvest as much minerals and such as they can and make money. Now, all the Legionnaires, it all seems, well, not all of them, but some of them, and they'll even talk about it during it, they're looking for like anything they could sell on the black market. So they're looking to make money and get ahead. They're not all honorable people. So you always got to keep that in mind while you're reading it. Now, his little pet here follows whatever this guy does. So he eats an apple, he eats an apple. Then he throws the apple up in the air and he shoots it. And the guy's like, huh? Zit? So he's learning from him. So, and that'll pay off a little further in the story. So they're out on patrol, the Legionnaires. Now don't forget they have like these biodegradable dart guns, because they don't want to leave behind any technology. So they're taking out some of the pirates, trying to infiltrate them and do it as quietly as possible, but they get found out, and they start battling it out. So he starts slapping some rocks at the guys, he's knocking them out, boom, boom. Great pen, very tight penciling, just nice. It's really nice artwork. Maybe they gave it a little bit of extra effort, because I believe this is like Carl Potts's own properties. I'm assuming it's kind of like an Image style deal where they hold the rights, the creators. I'll check in on that, and when I look at number 2, I'll let you know whether or not that's the truth. So now remember these two guys who were fighting back and forth. Now that they're in battle together, he got like clipped and knocked down, but he's still alive. And he's like, maybe I should just let him die. But there is like this camaraderie and this respect for each other where He puts himself in danger to grab somebody he doesn't like and get him to safety. He even says to himself, I sure hope no one finds out it was Meskid that saved the Bosporus. That would really mess up my image. So, boom, boom, boom. They're going back and forth and back and forth. They're taking out the pirates. Now, they've been told not to use the lasers, but one of the guys' lives in danger. He picks up one of the laser guns and uses it. So he could possibly be court-martialed for that. Up the up now, we ain't racing faster. A Legionnaire to Grog. Now, this is one of the other guys. Now, I think he's like a serial killer. Or like he gets off on murder because Jugger's got a little something special for you right up my sleeve, and he pulls out one of these strangulation cords. So he does that guy in. That's a great panel. This is good cartooning. Good storytelling. And even though there's a lot of moving parts, you don't get frustrated with it. It's easy to follow. You know, when I give it another read through after I read the whole thing once, I'm sure I'll have it down packed. Not our own, and I'm receiving. So I think he's like also telepathic. So he's hearing things. And here comes more of the pirates, and they're saying, keep your eyes peeled for the Legionnaires. And sure enough, the Legionnaires get him. That tail. He's taking people out with it. So they're going back and forth. And the Legionnaires take control. And the pirates think they have the Legionnaires dead to rights. But they don't realize that there's more of them. And they eventually take out all of them. And boom, they hear an explosion. So this guy, there was some type of timer that was set to blow up. And he said, you know what? I might as well move the charge so it actually does something. So that's another thing that could go get them court-martialed. So they're already on the bad side of their superiors, or about to be on the bad side of their superiors. More fighting, more fighting. Now it turns out some of these pirates are actually the Harkalon, which are the evil guys, warlike creatures, and that's what they look like. See how he turns, and they're all like in shock. So they were kind of like dead to rights. And you remember when he threw the apple up in the air and his little pet saw him shoot it? Well, he mimicked him and saved the Legionnaires by shooting him in the back. Drop that laser, you damned animal. And he kills the guy, or the creature. Poor little guy. But he's one of the natives there, and they're primitive and they're learning by what they're seeing. So if you start acting warlike in front of them, guess what? They're going to be warlike. So here's the guy who kind of went AWOL, and he's looking around. Now, in these trees, there's these fruits that are like LSD when they blossom. So I don't know if he got a piece of that or what, but he's watching the natives, and they're learning. And look, they're blowing up. They're going through the trash of the pirates, finding grenades and such, and they're blowing stuff up. So boom. He sets off a charge and kills himself. And they're all looking like, what is going on here? So they're learning, watching. And that was it. That's issue number 1 of Alien Legion. I wish I would have picked this up sooner. I really, really like this. Really good. Well, why my camera's going out of focus? Hope that was good. Anyway, issue 1, Alien Legion. Check it out if you're into this intergalactic pirate, Star Trek-ish type of stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.